While the overall stock market is not really decisive if they want to go higher or lower and waiting for the stimulus, we just having Virgin Galactic stock on the other hand that's going higher and higher, and a green day and another one and another one and
another one.
Khaled, come on. That's my show here, alright? So first things first, first we need to find out what's happening. First, I think that if we are looking into the stock chart right now, we are seeing a tremendous upside since just 29 days. Let's have a look. So since about 22nd of September until as of this recording, we grow 46% in just 29 days. Now this is crazy. Now there's a couple of stimulus here for the space stock. Okay, so first of all, we have overall interest into the space industry, right? There's almost now daily fresh news that is sparkling the imagination of us space investors that this industry will be booming sometime. Then we having the 22nd of October today, which means that from now on until the 21st of December, we can see the power test flight now anytime. This means that people and investors are waiting for those news to come out, those breaking news, right? And you know, this anticipation plus the overall appetite on a Virgin Galactic stock that was beat down again since it went up to almost 27 after the cabin reveal that was a design reveal that many people anticipated to see the real deal, and then also the CEO that just joined, Michael Colglazer from Disney, that after this fairy dust settled a little bit, the stock was beaten down to $16-17, and then just after the bad months of September, it seemed that there is just this appetite on this fantastic company. Now, moreover, I think that towards the end of this quarter of Q3 2020, we might see brand new news that nobody is expecting. This is something that space regularly does, and therefore I'm excited if this can happen again. The team around Shamas and Michael Colglazer are always very, very, surprisingly coming out with something that we have no on our list, okay? Now, in the Q3 that will be announced in the 5th of November, I think we should look into the reservations or demand. It might be just as we come out of this health crisis quarter Q2 that we might see some uptick in the reservations. Okay, so anything towards tending into showing us more demand will be very, very positive for the stock. But how the stock can look like in the upcoming weeks, all about that in the next category. Do you remember Jim Chanos? Yes, this one and famous short seller of Tesla, and with his famous Tesla short, he burned a huge hole into his wallet. And there is some very, very interesting stuff out there about Jim Chanos, shorting Tesla, and I think this is one of his trades that he really would not do again, I think. All right. However, he said something that finished the strike or the streak of Virgin Galactic just on Tuesday, where the intra-day we had a fantastic 7% uptick for the Virgin Galactic stock and broke through the $24 mark. He said something about the overall market, and then he said he would rather invest into space travel specs, which he kind of joked while putting the whole spec business as well as the space tourism business into a joke that, you know, I don't know if it's funny. Just because you don't see the opportunity in it, it doesn't mean that it's funny, right? And we saw how funny he can be when he's not on CNBC showing, you know, how much he lost on Tesla and other stocks. However, let's talk about the opportunities ahead, because we don't want to, you know, be time wasting with those kind of guys. We want to see, okay, what could be now the further drive for the stock. I think the overall scenario and the overall stock, technically wise, is something in a very interesting phase right now. This we will discuss tomorrow on Virgin Galactic Fridays, obviously, as usual. So make sure to stay tuned, stay subscribed, and subscribe if you're new here. And if you want to like this episode, I would highly appreciate that as well. Now, the next catalysts for further gain will be obviously the big goal of going to space with Richard Branson. I think there's no bigger milestone on the horizon than this. Obviously, we will have now the power test flight, and we will have another one with a crew that will be a very great simulation of a really, you know, flight for customers finally. But there's nothing bigger than this one big flight, because it was so many times teased in the media and the IPO, and that's why it's so important for people to have this done. Okay, so many people are not investing into this company just because of that. So once they see that Richard Branson, you know, went to space, came back, and now operations are starting, something like this gets really real. And then, you know, people were investing more and more into these companies, even myself. And when the company IPO'd, I said, you know, let them, you know, cross some milestones, and then, you know, I want to be the front runner here. Okay, I want to be before anyone else, because I want to gather the first 3 or 4x of the stock before anyone else goes on those stocks. And therefore I'm a little bit early for my normal view, but I really like to be early, okay? And I think that we are very close to a breakout of the stocks in the next 1 or 2 years, maybe even earlier, maybe a little bit later, but I'm in for the long term. All my positions are for the long term, for those innovators in these great industries, and therefore I think we should jump now into the conclusion of this video. Summarize, we can definitely say that the stock stays volatile, but good news about the stock itself, the company or the industry, is very important for Virgin Galactic, because we had 2 major news this week. First, we had the news that Microsoft will partner up with SpaceX to use their satellite system to expand their cloud into space, which is, you know, ridiculous, because obviously this great news has nothing to do so far with Virgin Galactic, but because Virgin Galactic is just one of very few companies that are working into space, people are securing the space part in their portfolio with Virgin Galactic. The second big news was actually even bigger, guys, okay? So actually on Tuesday, NASA's OSIRIS-REx spacecraft successfully touched down and reached out its robotic arm to collect a sample from the asteroid's surface on Tuesday. This means that they landed on the asteroid, took a sample, and bring it back to Earth in 2023. This is ridiculously, guys, and this is exactly why I love the space industry so much, and I hope you will join. You can also join my Discord if you just press the join button below all the videos and live streams, and you can get access with the Real Wolf membership to the Discord chat, or you can even have one-on-one with me. It's your choice, it's your portfolio, it's your investment world, so make it better. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you tomorrow.